let's dive right in. I'm so excited to show you how to make this cake. It is one of my favorite cakes that I've made so far using fresh flowers. This is actually a very simple cake design. So for this one, we are just making a semi-naked cake, and we are using the really pretty bouquet of flowers that I got from my local florist just to make it more beautiful and perfect for the bridal shower that I made it for. Okay, so getting to the cake, you can see that I already started by adding a dollop of buttercream onto my cake board, and that just acts as a glue for the cake layer so that when we're decorating, the cake layers do not slide around. And I'm adding a half a cup to a cup of frosting in between each layer and smoothing it out with my offset spatula just to make sure we're creating a nice even layer, which helps us as we're stacking the cake. And as you add each cake layer, just be sure that you're adding it perfectly center on top of the previous layer. And you can definitely scoot down and get eye level just to make sure everything is stacking straight. If it is not, you can certainly make adjustments. And keep in mind that you can create this same design using any size cake pans that you prefer. Typically, I do use 3 6-inch cake pans. For this particular cake, because it was for a bridal shower, I used 4 8-inch cake layers. You'll notice by the time I got to the very last cake layer to stack, I flipped the cake layer upside down so that the bottom was on the top, and that gives us a really nice flat surface to decorate on. So that's one of my favorite tips that I learned when I first started cake decorating. Now we've gotten to the crumb coating portion, which typically is the first layer of buttercream that we would add to a cake. But in this instance, since we're making a semi-naked cake, this will actually be the first and final layer of frosting. And because of this, I am going to add a thicker layer for the crumb coat than I would normally do. So for a semi-naked cake, I still want to see some of the cake layers peeking out from the frosting, but I also want it covered enough so that it's still giving a frosted cake look. And I love the semi-naked cake design. I think it's so beginner friendly, and you don't have to really worry about getting the frosting super perfect, which reduces the stress by a ton. So the last part in this decorating process is we're just going to clean up the top edge just to make sure we still have those clean edges on the top. Go ahead and chill your cake for about 10 minutes, and we are going to add this Roxy and Rich white ganache drip to the cake. Now this is a really good option if you're not comfortable making ganache on your own, and if you always run into trouble doing so, this Roxy and Rich drip is a really good option, especially for beginners, and it really tastes delicious. The same thing I do with any ganache drip that I use, I always do a test drip first just to get the hang of how the consistency is and how much pressure I need to apply to get the drip look that I'm going for. And once you're good with how it's dripping, then you can go ahead and continue the rest of the drip around the top edge of the cake. Now once you've added the cake drip to the top of the cake, then you can use your small offset spatula just to guide the drip to the edges of the cake, making sure that it doesn't overflow on the edge. What I love most about this cake drip formula is that it doesn't create a super hard drip. It makes it so that it's thick enough where it stays in place, but it's still tacky. Now that we've got our drip applied to the cake, I'm popping that in the fridge just to make sure it chills up and it sets. And then I'm going to work on setting up my fresh flowers so that we can add them to our cake. The only thing that we are focusing on here is cutting the stem short enough that it doesn't go all the way through the cake. We want to make sure that we are wrapping the stems in a floral tape or a saran wrap. And the reason for this is we do not want anything coming from the stem of the rose or the flower getting into the cake where people eat. After you have set up all of the individual flowers for the cake, then is the fun part. You can just go ahead and arrange these flowers however you see fit. Don't worry about if you make a hole with a flower and then decide to move it somewhere else, because there's going to be enough flowers on the top of the cake that will cover up any hole that you make. Once you've finished arranging your flowers, then you can add an edible luster dust if you have, like this one, which I think was a perfect addition to this cake. It not only gave it a little bit of a shimmer, but it really made these flowers sparkle, which made it more elegant for the bridal shower that I made it for. And that is it. You just made a professional style cake that would have cost you over $100 right from home.